Hey family, great to see you again. Sports Pro, BC Moore. I got my NFL championship weekend picks for you. Okay, and we're gonna start in the AFC with the Cincinnati Kansas City game. That's the first game on Sunday. 3:30 start. They got 3:05, but I think it's gonna be 3:30. I think, but hey, Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow, you can't get any better than that. Should have been Josh Allen, but it's not. But it's Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in their fourth AFC Championship game. That's phenomenal. I can remember the Bills went to four AFC Championship games. I heard a stat where they said that this was the first time somebody went to three. That's not true. The Bills went to four AFC Championship games, and they went to four AFC Championship games consecutively, along with four Super Bowls. So they should be mindful of what they're saying on TV sometimes. But I think the Chiefs are playing Super Bowl football. I mean, Pat Mahomes is definitely playing Super Bowl football. I mean, can they be beat? Yes, but they're rounded in the form. I said it a couple of weeks ago. I said that the Chiefs, once they are put in a position to lose, they find a way to win. And it starts with the quarterback, number 15. So, I mean, we have a Hall of Fame caliber quarterback that, let's mind you, remember, Andy Reid handpicked. That's you can't get any better than that. So, we'll see what happens. Basically, at this point, the way I see it, 13 seconds changed the whole outcome of a season for the Chiefs. Because to win a game, to tie a game with 13 seconds left, they had 3 timeouts, but they ran 2 short passes, 2, that got them 50 yards. And they started from the 25. So, kudos to those guys. Kudos to them. But they're running into a buzzsaw. This is a team that beat them at home week 17, Cincinnati did. Joe Burrow, Jamar, they couldn't do nothing with that combination. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. And I see 2 matchups this weekend the same way in terms of how defenses are going to play a receiver. This is one of them. Jamar Chase is going to be double teamed. He might be triple teamed. And at that point, I hope Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins realize, and the other receivers on the team, realize that this is their coming out party. Listen, if Jamar Chase is double, triple teamed, which I think he will be, this is the time for those guys to show the greatness that they've been in the down years of Cincinnati when they had no Jamar Chase, when they had no Joe Burrow. These were the number 1 and number 2 receivers. So now they can show why they were picked, why they stayed around, why they are not just compliments to Jamar Chase, who is a stud, by the way, but they are the real deal as well. And Joe Burrow's going to have to hit them. So this is an important game in terms of how you score. Because there will be points in this game. And the problem with playing Kansas City is you can't get threes. No field goals. You have to score 7 because they're going to score 7. And if you hold them to 3, you've done a great job. So, threes, no. Cincinnati has to score 7s. And they showed they can do that. They showed in that first game that they weren't going to blink. And they're not going to blink in Kansas City on Sunday. And for me, my pick in this game, I'm going to give it to you in a minute. But I want to give you my NFC Championship game preview first. Okay? San Francisco playing LA for the LA Rams the 3rd time. Through those 2 games, the 49ers won, except when they came back. The game that they came back was bigger than that first game. The first game, okay, they won a game. But the second game was a bigger game because they have just gotten Von Miller. And Von Miller wasn't wasn't really Von Miller that he played this past weekend. That Von Miller is a whole different dude that they saw that was on the field against Tampa on Saturday. So the 49ers are going to deal with that. They're going to injure Trent Williams. He's adamant that he's going to play. Jimmy G, I mean, like I said, he brought them back from 17 down. But this is the same guy that throws the ball to the other team at least 2 times a game. At least 2. And if they catch it, you're good. If they don't catch it, you're just sigh of relief. So I can see the Rams trying to stop the run and saying, you know what, Jimmy G beat me. And you know what? I think he can beat him. I mean, listen, he didn't beat Aaron Rodgers last week, but he did enough. He did enough when they needed it to get that field goal. And this is what I'm talking about with this guy. You know, he did just enough to get them in field goal range when they needed it. So let's be honest here. I mean, he's beaten Aaron Rodgers at least 3 times. So 2 times in the playoffs, definitely. So Jimmy G, he's not the upper echelon, but for Kyle Shanahan's offense, he can do just enough. Just enough. If he don't turn the ball over, San Francisco has a chance. Now, I'm just be honest with you. This is a defensive game. And I think people underestimate the 49ers defense. Because anytime teams go down and score on the 49ers, that next timeout, nothing. If we have to protect, well, they have to protect the secondary with the pass rush and stopping the run. But Cam Akers for the Rams has shown he will put the ball on the ground. And the 49ers are a pretty good stripping the ball, turnover team. Hey, listen, at the end of the day, San Francisco's not supposed to be here. I mean, it's supposed to be Green Bay and the Rams, but it's not. It's the 49ers and the Rams. And you don't get to this point. These guys make a lot of money, but they want to get to the Super Bowl, all of them. OBJ, Cooper Kupp, Matt Stafford. These are guys who were either not playing last year, hurt last year, different teams last year. You take that combination with Von Miller coming over in the trade, Aaron Donald, who's hungry, Jalen Ramsey, who has something to prove, try to stop Deebo Samuels. I just think it's going to be a defensive game. I don't see it as being one of those games that's going to be a shootout, even if the Rams get out to a fast start. At the end of the day, Kyle Shanahan has a way of mixing his offense up to do things that keep them in the game. But the defense of the 49ers is underrated. I don't know why, but they will show up to play. And in this game, I'll be honest with you, turnovers are going to be the key. In this game, it's going to come down to who doesn't turn the ball over. You know, you might, and normally in a NFC Championship game, AFC Championship game, you get 1 or 2. But those are big points that a team can put on the board. So we got to be mindful of the fact that right now, at this part of the season, turnovers are the most crucial statistic in the game. If you can keep the ball without giving it up and use that time of possession, that's what I think the 49ers plan is. That's what the plan has been all year. But then in that Week 17 game, what they do, they had to win. And the Rams got up on them and they came back. The Rams are hungry. They want this game. They're tired of hearing Sean McVay having beaten Kyle Shanahan, 6 tries, 6 losses. They want to shut that up. They want to play the Super Bowl in their home stadium. Well, I'm going to give you my pick. And my pick in this game, as far as I'm concerned, wait a minute. I forgot. Let me go back and give you my AFC pick first before I give you this one. In the Kansas City-Cincinnati game, no one will believe me, but I'm taking Cincinnati. I'm taking Cincinnati on the road in an upset. And I mean, the way I see it right now is it's gonna be like a, excuse me, I'm sorry, I told you I was sick. A 33-31 win. 33-31 victory. Now they're the kids, you know. I think the kids are gonna come out. And in my NFC pick, I'm going with the 49ers. In a 20-17 game. 20-17 game. And I think this is going to be a rematch of the first two Super Bowls between Cincinnati and the 49ers. And so I'm looking at this as being a Cincinnati win and a 49er win to take us into the Super Bowl 56. And then from there, we'll have our picks and analysis on that. So stay with me on that. We'll find out, watch the games, see what's happening. And I'm going with the upsets this weekend, okay? That's B. Seymour. And if you have anything you want to talk about, tell me about, hit me at SeymourBarry15@gmail.com. SeymourBarry15@gmail.com. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. A little under the weather, but trying to get better. Keep your prayers up for me, and I'll see you next time on Sports Pro. Peace.